Everyone craves power. You clicked on this video because you are weak. Did it feel like a direct attack? If yes, then you need to level up right now. Certain habits keep you from becoming the man you are meant to be. You need to cut off these habits to tackle the challenges of life. Every strong woman wants the real deal, an alpha male. Your weakness will always stop you from loving a strong woman. If you would not increase your masculinity over time, your girl will trade you for an alpha male anytime soon. Listen to this. Strength is necessary for the survival of human beings. Men have been looked at as a source of strength. However, in today's world, men have been shaped into something that can hardly be recognized as a source of strength and toughness. I'm pretty sure none of you watching this right now would survive a week in the Amazon rainforest. You are rotten by technology and media. It is making you weak every day. While you are beating your meat on girls at OnlyFans, those women are making a shitload of money. All of this is reversible, and your weak state of mind can be changed. With that being said, let us discuss 5 habits that make men look weak. Number 1, sedentary lifestyle. The Western culture is sedentary. You spend hours sitting in front of a TV screen, wasting time watching irrelevant stuff. This constant lifestyle of being inactive portrays you as a big softie. Taking time off and watching a movie is not wrong. However, such activities should only be done in your spare time. Our genes are identical to our ancestors who lived as hunters. They didn't spend their entire day inactive by sitting down and doing nothing productive. If you do not actively exercise your muscles, you will become weak. Take a few yoga courses. Go to a gym and build yourself. Consider the example of Vikings. They were considered both physically and mentally robust individuals. They believed that the warriors who died in battle went to a heaven-like place known as Valhalla. Vikings eagerly went into battle, believing they would live on, even if they die. Besides, they always had a physical advantage over their enemies because of their strong bodies. You need to develop a mindset and body like the Vikings. Build yourself, inside and out, and don't be afraid of losing. Keep trying and never give up on your goals. Number 2, negative effects of social media. Social media is a good means of communication. However, it can also lead to jealousy. How, you ask? Well, sometimes you might find yourself scrolling through Instagram and looking at how your friend is doing in life. You get frustrated and jealous by looking at your male friends owning pretty girlfriends, houses, and fancy cars, while you are broke and single as fuck. Social media life is not real. It is a lie that people want you to see. It is fairly possible that your friend's fancy car is on loan, and the big house is financially crippling them. The girlfriends that you admire are fighting with them behind closed doors. You cannot know the truth. Instead of focusing on other people, you need to focus on yourself and what you need to achieve in life. Social media should only be used as a means of communication. When you're done using it, you should put it away. But you find it difficult to leave social media, if not almost impossible. You know why? According to research, the typical time a man wastes on social media is about 50 minutes. This figure is only on average. I'm sure you spend more time without even knowing. When was the last time you saw something on social media that was valuable to your personal growth as a man? How has your use of social media helped you in the last few months? Brother, this is some serious gambling. It is crazy how you spend hours on social media and get nothing in return. Think about how your life would be if you used that time for something that brought benefits in the long run. Where do you see yourself if you could time travel a year into the future? Think this through. You might even start to question your will to live. Number 3, let fear guide you. Fear is powerful. It can be paralyzing at times and can stop you from reaching the peaks of your potential. You live a comfortable life, go to a 9-to-5 job, and get nothing in return. This is absolute bullshit of a life you're living. You live in a self-made prison of your own insecurities. Fear stops you from taking opportunities that can affect your life marginally. You are doing this boring job because you are too afraid of taking the risk of something new. Let me tell you something. There are 2 kinds of fear. One is rational fear that comes from the physical world, such as falling from somewhere high. It is healthy for human beings. The other is fear of the mind that comes from imagining what could go wrong. This fear never lets you try something new, like starting a business, but being too afraid to invest in it. What could possibly go wrong, huh? The worst that can happen is you'll lose your money. So what? You can get a job anytime. Suppose you put your money into a business and get a huge profit later. Just think for a second about how your life would turn around. The fear of losing is stopping you from investing in the first place. Number 4, only thinking of yourself. Most of you would probably relate to this. You got dumped because you are making everything about yourself. Sound familiar? If you are not like this, then you definitely know a guy who you tell something you're excited about, and he ends up telling you something he thinks is better than your story. This might be anything such as a bigger house, a more expensive car, and a luxury watch. Honestly speaking, being proud of what you have achieved is normal, but you should always be humble and down to earth. Listen to the achievements of others and don't be selfish. It is a trait of a weak man. By listening to others, you might even find something common with them, and as a result, your relationship with them might flourish. And finally, number 5, complaining. Do you constantly complain to people about how miserable your life is? This involves complaining about anything like the weather, the government, and how you were such a nice guy but still got dumped by the love of your life. You know what? This little habit of yours drains the joy out of the room every time. Trust me on this when I say, people secretly hate you because of this habit. Complaining also affects your mental state in several ways. It places you in the victim position and makes you powerless. It takes your attention from what's going on right to what's going wrong. How can you stop being a complainer? Well, you can't just fix a complaining habit overnight. It will require a total change of mentality. However, it would be best to realize that most of what happens in your life is your fault. You may not have played a role directly, but you are responsible for how you react to it. Most importantly, realize that complaining is a habit and, like any other, you can stop it. Life might not always be fair to you, but get over it. Life's not easy for anyone. You can't be strong without working for it. Work hard and build yourself to gain strength physically and mentally. If you will commit to improving yourself, you will have a strong mindset. As a result, people will stop taking you for granted. You should know the mistakes that are holding you back from reaching your full potential. You need to put in the work, recognize your potential, and ultimately, stop doing the things that make you look weak. If you have reached this far, don't forget to show some love. Tap that subscribe button and hit like for the algorithm. To see the next best way to level up as a man, watch these videos here.